The Viennese sound artists Scha and GTT have created a place of sensual density and concentration. In a space of 2,300 cubic meters, the exhibition features halls and interactive applications specifically designed according to compositional parameters, a synthesis of sensual, playful, and scientific approaches towards sound art. A full-body listening experience. Vibrations and oscillations are extracted from original audio recordings of prenatal diagnostics and are rendered as three-dimensional sound structures. Our senses of hearing, vision, and touch are stimulated as walls, ceiling, and floor oscillate. Matter is moved by sound. Traces of sound waves in cork granules. Reducing the ringing of the senses to a single sound impulse, the auditory pathway follows the journey of sound into the inside of the human body. From the outer ear via the ossicles of the middle ear and the cochlea of the inner ear to the synapses in the central auditory cortex. The visitor enters an interactive laboratory of perception. Two folk dancers from the Austrian Alps explain the physics of pitch. The faster they clap, the higher the pitch of the resulting note we hear. The next application deals with another sound parameter, volume. Mustering their own energies, visitors can create collages of loud and quiet urban scenarios. On a virtual hike through a pyramid, concert hall, or mountain range, the visitor can experience the different acoustic aspects of space. Here, one can shout into open or closed spaces and move one's voice around oneself. Shepherd scale. An acoustic illusion of a scale which seems to ascend perpetually without ever leaving our range of hearing. Expansion of time. This simple psychoacoustic game confuses the perception of the visitors, but the sound vertigo vanishes as soon as they are focusing on their inner voice. From the virtual to the real. An attempt to visualize the evolution of our sense of hearing. The seahorses gliding elegantly through the aquarium are direct descendants of the vertebrates, the first beings to hear sound. The instrumentarium introduces the principles of analog sound generation. The membrane of a huge drum 3 meters wide. The cylinder of an organ pipe 2 meters in diameter and able to contain up to 3 visitors. A string instrument, a giant monochord, all played by computer-controlled triggers as well as the visitors themselves. In stark contrast, 3 interactive terminals present the possibilities of cutting-edge digital sound processing. The visitors choose their palette of timbres and start to paint with their own voice. Here, visitors are able to fly over a sound world. The peaks and troughs of this bizarre landscape represent their own voices. Sound morphing transforms the visitors' voices into alien life forms. Sounds are split into their smallest particles, remodeled and biogenetically crossed with other sounds. From simple single utterances to complex sound phenomena, an adventurous journey through the vast repertory of sounds of the human voice. Specifically designed interfaces allow for interaction with the positions of the mouth to produce a sung vowel, or the creation of abstract sound images with a little help of a digital voice acrobat. In the polyphonium, sounds are collected from 4 different perspectives of hearing. In a real-time process, the collected sounds are subsequently accelerated to over 300,000 miles per hour, sped around the space, compressed and atomized. An experimental space of contemporary sound composition, this living organism follows its own compositional rules. Sounds from macrosphere, environment, human being, and microsphere interact. Listening booths in the wall of the sound gallery allow visitors to listen into the pure sound elements of the polyphonium. From the perspective of everyday soundscapes, via the intimate sound world of the human body. To the microstructures of biochemical reactions. finally, the evolution machine, a creative challenge for all visitors. Musical works were always informed by the spirit of the time of their creation and the acoustic possibilities of contemporary sound generators. Today, computers enable us to musicalize the whole universe of sound. An interactive user interface allows the visitors to select and mix their preferred ingredients and to generate complex musical structures. According to preference and ability, the visitors create individual soundworks, which they can take home on CD.